Okay, well, when it rains, it pours. That's how the old saying goes. Well, I have a real dilly of a story to tell you. Right. So let's recap. Last year I paid $800 more because I didn't have medical. I got medical. Now I have to pay $2,000 more. So the grand total is $4,000. So I have to set up payment plans for that. Somehow, hopefully that will pan out. Then I go to pay my rent. I'm being evicted in 60 days. So yeah, I got till the end of May. Huh. Not entirely sure how I'm going to do that, because I have to pay the man and then also have money for a down payment for a place to live. You see what I'm getting at here. And then this morning, because they have see what's happening is the economics of the landscape is changing. The reason the house is being put up for sale is because it's getting too expensive for our manager to afford this palace. So he's putting it on the market and making, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars on that thing. Closer to $1 million than anything else, honestly. And on the 21st of April, which is 5 days ago, the state of California is going to pay me for $20 an hour at my pizza gig. And because they don't want to pay all of us all that money, they decided to trim the fat. Now, I've been there 5 years. I was hired a week before COVID started, so it was 5 years, and I was glad to get my 5 years in there. And then I got a very shocking but message this morning, a text message saying, I'm being let go. Sorry, you're just not good enough. Story of my life. I'm just not good enough. Of all the people who've been there in the past 5 years, people with anger management issues, psychological issues, people who are inept, people who couldn't handle any real situation of responsibility. Hey, you can work a spreadsheet. Sure. But can you enforce a rule when you need to? Nope. I'm not entirely sure, but I was told that person probably stabbed somebody in a park. Or was a part of the group that stabbed someone in the park, apparently. Was told by an acquaintance of mine, saying, I think that's that person we used to know. Is it? Huh. Now that you pointed that out, it does have the same body type. So I couldn't see the face, so I couldn't fucking tell you. All I do know is what that person said. So people, I have been through the fucking ringer. I have hurt for this job. I felt like shit. And I've taken psychological abuse from my first manager there. I've been taking shit from that job. I've been the face of that store's errors for years. Whenever someone, not me, when someone fucked up, I was the person that they had to look at. When I walked up to them and they say, oh, this is not my order, or your order is late, I had to be the face of the company. I had to smooth this over. I had to say, I'm sorry that happened to you. And I would hurt. I would push myself so hard for this job. one day I came home at like 1 a.m. and I was just so tired and in such pain. Everything hurt. Everything. I walked in and it's like I want to take a shower. I felt so tired, so drained. I went and took a shower in a stand-up shower, and I ended up just kind of like laugh crying as I was in there, just leaning against the corner of the shower, just laugh crying because I didn't know what else to do. I hated my life. Everything hurt. Nothing really felt worth it. But I trudged along anyway, in spite of it. And then I needed a new car. I got the new car. I did the initial down payments for it. I used my crypto for the first time there, the whole thing. $1,000 down. And then I went out and I got my pharmacy gig. And then I thought, well, best keep both jobs because I need to pay for this car. I need to commit to that. So I kept the pizza gig even though I had the pharmacy gig. It'd be easier that way, I told myself. I'm good at it, So I stayed with it. I stayed with it. I stayed with it. I stayed with it. The heat, the cold, the rain. All of it. I stayed through all of it. To be responsible. Because if you're not responsible, do you know what happens to you? You wind up under an underpass with a cardboard sign that says, I will kung fu for money. I had to put up with a whiny boss, little 18-year-olds. I had to take orders from 18-year-olds. But Greg, I want at least one of your dollars from your tip. After 5 years, I finally got the biggest tip I've ever had, $100. This guy says, well, he wants a piece of it. He wants the adulations or what the hell ever, It's like, no, dude, I have to pay the man $4,000. I need like every spare dollar I can get. I can't just be willy-nilly. Okay, to be fair, on that same day, I did front a customer $11 for their pizza. To make it all right with them. Because they were like, well, all I have is $20 and it's $31 for said pizza. And she can't pay over the phone because there's only 2 people left at the store because they cut back on everybody and let everybody go after 9:30. So it's just me and 2 other people. So they're a bit busy. And so instead of just taking that as a loss, I said, look, I'll front you $11. Be fine. So she gave me the 20. I gave her the pizza. All good. I am the best fucking person I know. I'm not there to try to make myself laugh. I'm not there trying to put other people down. I'm not there to be, emotionally, childish. I'm there to do my goddamn fucking job and stay on point. Do the job. Not there and have a fantastic conversation and also do your job while you're while you're there, She really didn't like when I called her out on that. Well, when I told the people, 4 to 6 people, I forget how many people, but a good couple of people were waiting for their pizzas, and we only had 4 people. And I'm there boxing these pizzas as fast as I can, sweating bullets. And these people are next to me making the pizzas and laughing their asses off and just, having the best conversation ever. And I'm like, they're not here to listen to you laugh and merriment and carrying on. They're here for their goddamn fucking pizza. And you should know that. So shut the fuck up and get them their pizza. Right? Well, no. She carries on like they're not there. She just completely ignores them. And I had to say, it's okay. They'll get with you as soon as they're done with their conversation. Was I wrong? Nope. That's exactly what she did. She didn't care. She was, again, these children that they hire and say, here's a child in charge. Because reasons that are beyond me. Beyond me. And so, for whatever reason, I didn't really get much of a straight answer, really, or an answer to it. But for some reason, I'm not good enough for them. I'm not good enough to say, hey, that Greg, he's been here for 5 years. He gives it his all. He puts those stickers on the pizza. He puts them on there right. Not just slaps them on like he's a drunken sailor and thought, that's good enough. The children think that. They say, oh, that's good enough. I swept into a pile. I'm going to leave that there, and then I'm going to fuck off to do something else. Because committing to any one given task is beyond them. So then, I, being the responsible adult in the room, goes over, picks up the pile of stuff, sweeps it up off the floor, and puts it in the trash can. I don't know who the fuck's going to do that for them now. I guess they have to learn to pick up after themselves, I guess. But yeah. After everything I've survived at that store, done for that store, hurt for that store, endured to be the adult, to commit to something hard. I didn't do it because it was easy. I didn't do it because, it was a choice. There's a choice in this. This isn't a want. This is a need. I need the money. I need this job. I need to pay off my car. Now, I can't really do that very easily anymore. Before I had some money, something. Now it's going to be a bit harder to do. It's going to be a lot harder to do now. But again, just endure. Count it out. Measure everything twice. And just endure for the next 2 years, 2.5 years to pay off my car. And eventually my credit card payment. That's it. And pay off the man. Yeah, not so easy, is it? So, honestly, when she first told me that I wasn't good enough, I felt upset. I felt anger. I felt hurt. It's like one of those text breakups, It's just, you feel like, really? I don't mean anything to you? That kind of hurt, where it's like, after all this, like a 5-year relationship, and it's, bye! That's it. After 5 years. You think I would mean more to that store, to that franchise, that I've proven myself worthy of continuing on, at least for a few more years, until that driving, job is fizzled out and replaced by, the Lyft drivers and all that, Uber Eats and Grubhub and all that. I would have been fine with that if it took another 3-4 years, something like that. Hey, if it gets too expensive for us, it gets too expensive for us. But I've seen, I just left them, and they have other people there who are far less experienced than I am, and they're keeping them. So what? What is so fucking important about them that they have going on that I don't? A 5-year vet. Couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong. That I'm not good enough for my job. To want to keep me there for at least a few more years until that position is fizzled out. It'll take its natural course. I don't know. Maybe it's the late nights. I don't know. Maybe they found it too expensive to keep me. I don't know. So the $20 an hour is no longer, doesn't apply to me. It didn't. That's why they said they're going to let people go. I don't know who else they let go. All I do know, it was at least me. My name far as I know. There maybe might be others. I don't know. I'll tell you this, though. They're going to have a dilly of a time trying to fill my shoes. Because anyone they try to get to, stay until midnight at Fridays, Saturdays, and 11 o'clock on Sundays, yeah, they're going to have a dilly of a time finding someone to fill that, want to fill that, and continue to fill that. They're going to have people say, no, not me. I have a life to live or something like that. Weekend nights, Saturday nights, Friday nights, people aren't going to want to work those days. They want to go out and have friends and have a life. The reason I did that and was good at it, I don't have a life. I don't have a lot of friends. I go and meet at the bar, Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. I don't have that. So I was a perfect candidate for those late night worksheets. And they're going to find out that that's a hard, or that those are big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill. And after everything I done for them, the heat, the cold, the rain, the dry, the personality flaws I had to put up with for years. Because I had to, because that's what you do when you're an adult. You deal with that because it takes care of a responsibility. And my job told me I am not good enough. Story of my life. Not good enough. Not good enough. The manager who wanted my tip money goes and cries to the other manager. Oh, he's not giving the money. Here's the money. He's like, what the fuck is he crying about? It's not his money. He doesn't have to pay $4,000 to the fucking government. He's probably being paid for it. Hell, he's probably making $300 or $400, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't have to pay tax. What the fuck ever, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what his situation is, but I'm telling you, it's a damn sight better than mine. Man, you best fucking grow up, that's all I can say. Best hurry and grow the fuck up. Because when you're out there outside the sandbox, life doesn't kiss your ass. Doesn't make it easy. Doesn't care. Sucker punch to the gut. Doesn't care if it sucker punches you at all. Life just comes at you, and you best be prepared to take the hits, get up, and be prepared to take some more. They don't really teach you that in school. I learned that concept from watching Rocky films. That's why I like movies. You learn so much about life. Well, can't really dwell on that anymore. It's no longer a part of my life. Like so many other parts of my life that come in and are gone. So be prepared. Be prepared to have the rug pulled out from underneath you. Even 3 separate rugs all in the same 2 weeks. Yeah. 2-3 weeks, something like that. Just keep moving forward. That's all you can do. Just endure, and eventually you'll get past it. Just stay on it, and eventually some point things end. Everything comes to an end at some point. Someday I'll be able to pay off my car. Someday I'll pay off my credit card. And then someday I'll stop working and get on Social Security, I'll retire. I'll be too feeble, too old to work. I'll be like that guy at my other job, the pharmacy gig. He retired. I'm kind of replacing him, sort of. Like a year or two ago, I saw him sitting there, old man. And he said he was leaving because he had to. He can't keep doing this more or less simple enough, concept job. You're just driving around and dropping stuff off. But he just got too old for it. And also, I think his wife died too, I think. I'm not sure. But basically, yeah. It was sort of like looking at a Ghost of Christmas Future, that this is the future for, well, kind of all of us. There's going to come a point where, I can't do this job anymore. Like this simple enough job of just driving around all day for like 6 to 8 hours or whatever, and deliver. My eyesight will start to go. My hand-eye coordination will be shot to hell. I'll be, having health issues. You get old. It happens. All things come to an end. And I'm going to try like hell to make sure it's the best damn ending I could ever have. So, stories have yet to be written. Miles to go. Moving forward. That's how the greats did it. They just kept moving forward. Well, that's all I had to really say about all that. Just let you know. End of an era. Well, their loss. It's time to focus on me and take care of me. It's not my first apocalypse. I really doubt it'd ever be my last. So until next time, fair, faithful viewer, keep moving forward. Alright, enough on that. Ugh. Relax and get warm. I've been cold all day. I've been in a giant jacket. It's cold because I had to have the air on for the. I'm guessing it's. Some medications that need to be refrigerated. Anyway, so let me get warm. Take care now.